All right, now time for the general evaluation. So what I like to do is I like to go in order from the beginning to the end, and then wrap up with my final thoughts. So, I don't count that as my third word. We started the meeting on time, so great job to the Sergeant Arms. We appreciate you. I thought we had an apt theme for the day. For me personally, I don't really care for American holidays because I just feel like we should always celebrate our mothers or people that we love or giving thanks and all that stuff. But for me, Mother's Day, as I get older, has a special place in my heart because I start to understand more and more just the struggles that not only that my mother went through, but all mothers and women in general, and you start to have more of appreciation for what they did for you when you were younger. For the word of the day, I think it connected well with the theme of the day, matriarch, and that is such a powerful word. I think when we think about mothers, we're like, oh, mothers are just so kind and beautiful, blah, 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 blah. But mothers are also powerful as mud. That's not appropriate for touchdown, so let me take that word. Powerful as a rock. Where grammarian, odd counter, and timer introduced their roles well at the beginning. And hooray for us, we elected new officers. Woo! Shout out to the officers, especially our upcoming Sergeant at Arms. You get to take over from me. Thank you for that.
I get to clean up your messes.
There you go. Have fun with that. Have fun. And then for our joke master, I thought you started and finished with strong jokes. And for the ones that were funny, you delivered the punchlines. Got your back. You delivered the punchlines well. You had some vocal variety when you delivered jokes. As someone who performs in front of people, comedy is one of the hardest forms of entertainment when you talk about acting and music and things like that, because people are expecting to laugh, and when you don't make them laugh, it's like, oh geez, what else can I do? As a musician, you can dance around, you can do different moves, you got the beat behind you. As an actor, there's just so many other things that come into play, but a comedian is literally just you and your words and your physical movement, and when you don't make people laugh, it's one of the worst feelings in the world. So I commend you for being brave enough and courageous enough to come up here from time to time to tell us your jokes.
Thanks.
To the speeches. Alice spoke about mindfulness, and Alice did mention how she mentioned mindfulness before and seeing the book, and I was like, didn't we already talk about this? But we didn't. But it was great to hear her finally give her speech on mindfulness. I thought you informed us well on what mindfulness is in terms of being present in the moment, and then you also provided benefits and then gave us examples to share with us of how you can be mindful in certain situations. For Ryan, you gave your speech the best of times, and it was a funny speech. Your speech was solid also, forgot to say that. Yours was funny, and I thought that it was excellent the different ways that you told us that you try to get your son to cooperate and listen to you while still trying to make him feel like a big boy and not bash him or discourage him. For the table topic questions, I really liked the table topic questions that you had to offer us, Jennifer. They were very nostalgic and sentimental. I think that most everybody, because not everybody has a mother, but most everybody has a mother or a mother figure that they can think back to and think of all the different ways that they helped influence you or different special moments that you had together. So, and it also related well to the theme of the day, so thank you for that. Aline, correct? All right, who's also our camera woman for today. Awesome, great. You gave a very candid evaluation, and Rita, I thought that your evaluation, you thought outside the box when you spoke about how you could relate, how Ryan could relate his son to the podium. That's something that just didn't even come to my mind thinking about it. And then, as always, your energy exuded confidence. For our Toastmasters, now wrapping up my final thoughts. Jane, I thought that you did an excellent job as usual as Toastmaster. Again, you were very confident. There were times when we had to replace people for certain things that we didn't go in order, but and for you, it's like, whatever, we're just going with the flow. This happens, it is what it is. I got this, I'm in charge. And throughout the meeting, you had a nice touch by adding the quotes throughout the meeting. I hadn't seen that done before, and it's always great to see people add their own little personal twist to a meeting. And I thought you did a great job with that. Overall, I think the meeting went well. I think it was one of our better meetings that we had. Been trying to think of what is one way that we could better our meeting in some way, shape, or form, and I have not been able to think of anything while I was writing my notes down. So if you feel like there's something that I missed, please feel free to come up to me. But as I said, overall, we did an excellent job, and I look forward to our next meeting. Thank you, everybody. And now with that being said, I will hand it over to Alice.
Well, thanks so much, Marshall, for that very thorough evaluation. Excellent job. And thanks to all of you for attending today's meeting. I want to take a moment to thank Ryan and Marshall specifically for serving on our nominating committee and ensuring that all our slots for next year have been filled with great candidates. And congratulations to all our newly elected officers. We're really excited. So for all the new officers, we'll be having a joint old board, new board meeting in June. Typically, our officers' meetings are the first Wednesday of the month at noon, and that may or may not shift for June, but I will be in touch with all of you to let you know the details of that, so you can be there at the meeting. Additionally, please talk, all the new folks and old folks, please talk to either the person taking on your role or the person who has the role that you're taking on to transition, answer questions, just generally make sure everything is as smooth as possible so our new officers can start out on the best foot forward when they take everything over July 1. And just as another point on that, everyone is welcome. All the members are welcome at our officers meeting. So if you are interested in attending that meeting, just let me know. And you're welcome at any future meeting as well, just to get a sense of what we're doing. If you're interested in maybe being an officer in the future, that's a good way to learn. Finally, I want to give a round of applause to our very newest member of the club, Nelson. It's great that we've had you as a guest, and now you're here as a member, so you can connect with Rita on the Pathways program, as well as if you have interest in having a mentor, we can connect you.
I think I'm connected with Devin. Should I do both?
We'll talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk after the meeting. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Does anyone have any other business for the club? All right, then. Thanks so much. This meeting's adjourned.